Well, here it is. It's got a Naval Jelly all over it, our good old friend here. So that's going to be sitting on this chassis for a while. And I won't be using any in this area here because it's still in really good shape. There's no rust of any kind in it. It was just a little bit dirty and that's it. So in the final section here, I'm not going to bother with anything there. So that will just get the deoxit treatment and in the sockets, and even in the tuning capacitors. So, and there he is, right there. So, and of course, I'm going to use my acid brush, and I got paper under there. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and see how much rust this will actually take off. I don't know. I'm going to leave it sit there for quite a while, just because it's really heavily encrusted. And I did use the brass brush to get a lot of the scale off, and that's about it there, and then brush that off and then start using Naval Jelly on it. So we'll see how that does. I'm not sure, so we'll come back in a little bit and see what it does. Well, here we are again. It's a slow process. The rust is coming off with the Naval Jelly, but it's a slow process. And you can see some of the silver parts are starting to show up here and there, and then in between here you'll see down there. Let me get closer. Now you see, I've gotten rid of a lot of rust scale, but there's still a lot there. So I'm going to have to apply another application of it, and if I can't get the coating back, there's one other thing I can try. I may spray the whole chassis in the top here with there's a stuff called Aluma Seal. So that it's kind of a spray-on paint, so it may work to at least clean it up after I get the rust off. And but yeah, it's coming off just really slowly, and well, we'll see what we can do. We'll come back later. Well, this is after another application of Naval Jelly, and you can see little by little it's coming off. It's just taken a long time to do this. I mean, you're talking, shoot, I've been doing this for the last hour and a half. I mean, I'm scrubbing it. I'm doing everything I can think of with the Naval Jelly on there. I mean, everything, just to try to get this stuff off. So I don't know how much farther it's going to go. There's still rust here yet. And the other side, it's pretty much done. I don't think I can do much more to it. But well, let me get you closer shots here. See that all this area in here, this is where the heavy rust was, but yeah, it's lightened up, but there's still rust spots on it. So I'll try to get that off. And then if we go over to the other area, most of it's pretty clean right now. There's no real spots left. I mean, this is probably the cleanest area back here. I may go over it with a brass brush and to see if I can just polish it up and what's there. And I'll probably do that with all of it anyway. And then we'll go ahead and I'll see what I'm going to do with it next. Like I said, I may use some Aluma Seal on it, tape everything up, and just use that. At least it'll make it look a lot better. At least it'll retain the right color anyway, rather than rust. But okay, so there we go. And this is the last one you'll see for a little bit. I'll be right back. Well, here we are an hour later, after rubbing and scrubbing and everything else on this with the Naval Jelly. And you can see there are some specks left in there, but this is about as good as I'm going to get it. At least cleaning it this way, otherwise the best I'm going to get it. So I guess I'll let it dry up, and I will spray this and cover everything with masking tape, and spray this with Aluma seal, and at least that way there it'll be sealed up and it'll look good anyway. So, but at least I got the major part of the rust off anyhow, so that's gonna at least make it look halfway decent anyway. I mean, no one's gonna see it in a cabinet anyway, but I'll know it's there. So I think that'll be it for now. I'll be back later, maybe after I spray this thing. Okay, final part of the process. Yes, after cleaning it with Rust-Oleum and wire brushing it and using emery cloth on this chassis, there was no way this thing was going to look new again. So the decision was to use Aluma Blast, which you can use on alternators and everything else in a car, actually. And it will, it's aluminum powder is what it is. So it's exactly the same color and everything as a chassis would be. So as you can see, the RF cage I haven't painted at all. I painted everything else, and it looks like it's going to come out perfectly. So I just got to let it dry now, and that'll be it, really. I don't foresee any other major problems. Take a close look. Yep. I never even went over the printing on the back. So everything is the way it should be. I mean, good as new. So there you go. That's how you clean up an old chassis and make it look new again. So that's it for here. And the next time you see me, I'll probably be rewiring the bottom of this transmitter. So that'll be it. That's it for now.